What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back on this Thursday morning for me, uh, for everybody who's watching. Oh, that's not true. Actually, I'm recording this on Wednesday evening, Jesus. But it's Thursday morning now, whilst you're watching this video, most likely. And I'm going to talk about the news that came out kind of Wednesday-ish evening during the day. Um, a lot of speculations. I must say that it's easy to kind of get news out there now because everything you put out there could or could not be true, and I think a lot of people will not question it at this moment in time because people are hoping for things to change, so they will take anything to the bank and basically walk with it, or believe anything and go mad about it or be happy about it. Most likely be mad about it with this news, but I'm gonna go into that. But before I go do that, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. Also, we hit 4K subscribers, so thanks. It's gone quickly, which is nice. So please keep liking the video because that helps. So let's go. Okay, so the main news is obviously deals, contract renewals, Cuadrado, Di Maria. Those were the main topics. But before I get into that one, really quickly on the Allegri stuff, or on the Allegri situation, nothing is changing. News reporters and all of them, like even the best, Romeo Grassi, whatever, they're all, I'm not saying guessing, but they're all, how do you want to say that? Uh, Assuming things or putting. I saw a report today. I don't know which journalist it was, and he gave just all the options, which is ridiculous because yes, you're going to be right. You gave all the options out there, staying, leaving, walking, whatever. That's not really reporting. It's all kind of not guessing, but like it's all maybe hypothetically it could. A lot of these words are coming out now, and he could leave. He could not leave. I still believe he will walk, or with an agreement with the club and will leave. But as of now, it's all a lot of recycled news and all journalists pitching in now and kind of surfing on that wave. The latest update is basically that if the club is gonna move on from Allegri, and it seems more likely that will happen, they want to go with a manager that hasn't a big stature, which makes a lot of sense because we don't have the money and probably the appeal to attract those managers now. It will be one of the quote unquote lower tier guys. And the names that are being mentioned, and again, this is very easy to do because you just mention all the names out there that could be an option, from Tudor to Palladino to Juric to Italiano, name it. All these names are coming up now. Not the Zerbi, as people were hoping, but it's all kind of guessing at this moment in time. I think before that decision will be made, the sporting director needs to be sorted out. You cannot appoint a new manager and then bring in the new sporting director. You need to be 100% sure who the sporting director is going to be. No ifs and buts. Maybe Giuntoli, maybe De Laurentiis will let him go, maybe he will not let him go. You need to be 100% sure before you appoint a coach, because he needs to agree on the coach, because he is going to need to he's going to need to work with that coach and build a new Juve basically from the ground up, almost from the ground up. So that's all kind of very weird reporting at this moment in time. Because as long as it's not 100% that Giuntoli is here, I think it will be very difficult to say that it's going to be that coach 100% sure. So that's the Allegri part of it. The other part is the news that came out on Di Maria. So he's going to leave 100%. Apparently, he's gone. It's funny how the news has been reported. Apparently, the club isn't happy with his performances, and that's why they do not want to invest that money. Now, I'm not going to say they are wrong because of this. The Performances have been disappointing. So I can follow that part of it, but I cannot follow the part where you do that, you say that apparently, but you turn around and you hand Alexandro the same contract on the same money, basically. The same money Di Maria will, like, believe it or not, it's the same money Di Maria would be on. Now, what on earth has Alexandro shown in the last couple of seasons that warrant a new deal or a 1 year extension and 6 million euros a season? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because he's been worse than Di Maria. He's actually cost us many games. He's been poor. So the reporting is very strange. It feels like it's been pushed out there because a few weeks ago it was he's gonna stay. New deal, talks ongoing, talks moving in the right direction, and now something completely snapped. And the club can put it out there, but I will not believe it. I think Di Maria said, "I'm not doing this. Like, it's done. I'm gonna leave. I've still one more season in me. I'm not gonna do this. No Europe, no Champions League. The club in a mess. I'm not doing this." Basically, so the club can twist it, but it doesn't really make sense because up to 2 weeks ago, the club was very serious in keeping him, and now out of the nowhere, they're not happy with his performances. So you make your mind up based on 2 weeks. That's what happened. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. I believe Di Maria said, basically, "I'm not doing this. I'm gone. See you guys later." Basically, that's what I believe. Because you cannot say that, or you cannot leak that, whatever you want to call it, and then explain to us or try to explain to us why Alexandro should be staying. It makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So that's that part. The other part is the Cuadrado thing. Now he's gonna get a new deal, 1 year deal. Now this might sound weird or kind of crazy. I understand what the club is thinking. De Chilio is out. Di Maria is leaving. We don't have money. Let's keep him on a 1 year deal. Lower his wages. He will accept it, and we don't need to spend fees, transfer fees, to replace him as well as Di Maria, whatever. That's what the club is thinking, and it makes sense. Now, which part doesn't make sense is they created this entire situation. They gave the Chilio a new deal, which is still unbelievable. I remember when it happened, and the line was, or the reasoning was, "Oh, but he's on 1.5 million euros a season." So what? He could be on 1.5 euros a season. He's not good enough, and he's very injury prone. So you're wasting money when you didn't need to waste money because he was gone, free. 3 years or 4 years on 1.5 mil. So that would, like, say 2 for the club to be nice. That's almost 8 to 10 million you could have saved and could have invested in a young replacement. But we didn't do that. So now, shocker, he's injured. Nobody's shocked. Maybe the club is for some reason. And that's why you're forced to keeping Cuadrado. Also, because he can play in that position. He can play on the wing, whatever. Or when he chucked in Di Maria. He didn't test out Sule, so we don't know if he's good enough. Now Di Maria is gone, and the club is stuck. They have no other option than giving Cuadrado a new deal, because there is no money to replace Ana De Chilio, Ana Di Maria, and a Cuadrado. There's just not the money. The money is not there. So, again, the club created a mess. It's like a snowball when you roll it, and it gets bigger and bigger. But then the snowball is a mess. And it's rolling and it's getting bigger and bigger because of mistakes that have been made over the last couple of seasons. They're now becoming huge, and we're stuck with it. We're absolutely stuck with it. So that's that part of the equation. He shouldn't be at the club. He's horrible. Like, again, no hate. I respect what he has done for the club, but oh my god, it started last season when he came back from the World Cup break, and we, screwed that game up in Napoli away with the Morata thing. And it went off a cliff ever since. And it ended basically for me with the Sevilla game. Like that game was brutal. Like he was so terrible. It was insane. And it actually makes me sad thinking about he's going to be here for a rebuild. He's going to be part of a rebuild next season. How? Like he's not good enough. Like he's just not good enough. So what are we going to rebuild? Like how is he going to help us rebuild? How? Because he's costing us and he has cost us. And he's not adding something. He's not helping us. He's not winning us games the way he should or has been doing in the past. It's not the same Cuadrado anymore. And that part makes me just sad, mad, whatever you want to call it. But again, we created the situation and now we are here sitting and we are absolutely kind of screwed, you know. And that's it, you know. That's the summer we're going to have. We're going to lose Vlahovic and probably somebody else. And we're going to bring in players that make you think, wow, that's sad. That's absolutely sad that we're bringing in these players and we're letting those players leave. It's going to be a proper rebuild. It needs to be a proper rebuild. And I'm not even mentioning the off the field things with the wage thing, which could affect next season, the seasons in Europe. It could cost this, like the entire thing the board did, with transfers, whatever they did, the entire thing this new board cannot fight or beat will set us back quite a long time. It will. It will. I don't think people understand how bad it could look the way things are moving now. It could look really, really bad. Even worse than what it's looking at now. Like now it's bad. You know that. It's not good. It could get worse. And I probably believe it will get worse before it will get any better. This is not the lowest point, in my opinion. But again, it's still early. You never know what will happen in the summer, but early signs are not good. Right? Let's be completely honest here. The early signs are really not good. But again, let's see what will happen. Thanks, Ari, for watching. Again, thanks for 4,000 subscribers. That's all because of you guys. We're still watching me. So thanks for that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, later today or tomorrow, one of the two, the first part of Julian's youth report series will come out. It's about the under 23 / Primavera. It's a good one. So stay tuned for that. Show him some love by watching it and liking the video. And I will be back on Tuesday. So see ya until Tuesday.